What's going on, guys? It is your boy Junior from PMP Customs coming back at you with another video. As you can see, we have the latest and the newest generation of the Honda CRV based off of what we have on the floor. You already know what we're going to be doing. So this guy, he actually came from YouTube. So shout out to him, man. He was like, yo, I watched the YouTube video. I really liked it. He hit us up, booked his appointment. And look, man, we about to install the whole kit combo again. The back tailgate light, the fog lights, the two reflectors, the front and rear, and the 3-piece hood illumination panel. It's about to look absolutely sick. The client's gonna love it. But what I'm gonna be doing now is, Junior, why are you making another video if you just made one like 2 weeks ago? What I'm gonna be doing with this video is I'm gonna be separating each merchandise into its own video. Why? Well, because I believe you guys don't really buy, or it's rare for people to buy the whole kit combo. The reason people buy it here at PNP is because we give the best prices on the market. But let's say you just bought the fog lights, right? Let's just say, for example, you bought the fog lights and you just want to know how to install that, then it's going to be hard for you to find that in that 25-30 minute video that I made on YouTube. So I think it's better for me. And since you guys really liked it, man, I got so many calls and views from that video. Why not make another? But this one's going to be separate. Each one's going to have their own video. That way it's easier to find on the YouTube algorithm. So this is a 2023 Honda CRV. We're going to get straight into the installation. And by the way, we do not buy this off of, I get people that are saying that we get this off Amazon, eBay. No, we do not. I can actually give you better prices than Amazon and eBay, believe it or not. Yeah, it's crazy. Or I can at least match it, you know? The reason why is because we get our stuff from a direct Chinese warehouse. So before they get branded, before they get to USA and they're sold on eBay, Amazon by other people, they get here, if that makes sense. So they're unbranded, you can say. It's a no-name brand, straight out of the factory. They get here, so it's very cheap for us to do it. And because of that, I can give people really good prices, believe it or not. Really, really good prices, to the point where people are just like, you know what, matter of fact, you're giving such a good price, give me the whole thing. And of course, the installation as well. I have to charge the installation. But if you just want the illumination, the panels, and want to follow my video for the installation, you can. But if you guys are definitely interested for this kind of stuff, definitely hit me up. You know, we don't bite. It's free to call us for a quote, and I can definitely hook you guys up with a good deal. You know, the more you buy, the better deal I'll give you. But yeah, we're gonna be installing this on a Nardo Gray Honda CRV 2023. Like I said, we're gonna be dividing this into separate videos. So let's go ahead and get the video started. No face reveal today, guys. My hair is absolutely horrible. It's like so hot in here in NJ that the freaking the heat, it does something to my hair. I don't know what, man, but unfortunately, no face reveal. No crying, guys. But I'm just messing around. Listen, we're gonna be installing, first off, the reflectors, the rear reflectors. You can see that they're boring and red right now. No more of that. We're gonna be installing these new blacked out smoked reflectors, and people are really loving this reflector. Why? Because it illuminates CRV. Now, I could be mistaken, but I looked for myself and I couldn't find these anywhere else. Meaning, you can only get this reflector here at PNP Customs. That again proves that we get this directly from a Chinese warehouse. We don't get this stuff anywhere else, but Chinese warehouse, it gives you better warranty. But yeah, as of right now, you can only get this at PNP Customs, the one that illuminates CRV. I've seen on eBay, Amazon, the regular red one. There's like a smoked out red one, but it doesn't illuminate CRV. So I get a lot of calls on Instagram and DMs and all that, and they was like, yo, I want this one, I want the CRV. They're mainly just interested in that one, because all the other stuff I do believe you can get it on Amazon and eBay, but this reflector specifically is not out on the market yet, only here at PNP Customs. I don't know why, but yeah, like I said, we give better prices than Amazon and eBay, so definitely hit me up. We're gonna start installing this. Very simple installation. It's gonna be a very quick video. You can see that it's held in with clips. Those same clips are holding on to the factory ones. So let's go ahead and start removing those. So as long as you follow my process and my steps, it should be very simple for you guys. So there is one of the tabs. So I'm gonna go ahead and reach with my hand. Hopefully I can show you guys go well. All right. This is behind the bumper, by the way. Push the tab in and then push it outwards. See? Now the other one is out of view, but that doesn't mean you can't get to it. What you have to do is you have to stick your hand behind the chassis, and you're gonna see that I'm gonna be able to do it. Give me a second. If I can do it, you can too. Give me a second. Just find it. You have to use your hands as your eyes. Let me back up a little. There you go. See how easy that was with my hand? Very simple. You don't need any tools to take this reflector out. So we're gonna go ahead and repeat that same process on the other end. Alright, so now that you removed the 2 factory reflectors, before we install the new ones, you have to understand that these guys are not magic. They need to have some type of connection in order to turn on. So the power is going to be your parking light, alright? I'm going to show you the diagram of the colors. Then you're also going to connect it to the signal light here, and also the brake light. There's also a brake light here, alright? So in order to do that, we obviously have to remove the tail lights. You have to remove each side of tail light because when you do a signal light here, you only want the bottom reflector to do the signal lights, you know what I'm saying? So let's get it. I'm gonna show you guys how to remove one of them, then you can just rinse and repeat the same process on the other side. So they made it very easy for us here. Thank you, Honda. There's a 8mm here and an 8mm here. All right, so it's 2, but it's also it's an 8mm with a Phillip head, so you can do it however you want. I'm gonna go ahead and use a Phillip. So let's go ahead and remove it. That's 1. That's 2. And now you can remove the taillights. So this actually is quite hard. It's held in with a clip right here. With pressure, you have to pull it out. And I'm not saying yank on it with your full body, but it does need a little bit of force to come off. So you gotta play nice. Wiggle it left and right. There you go. All right. Now, usually I would like to just leave it hanging. That way I can work. But in order to, better showcase the job, I'm gonna go ahead and remove everything. So there's a tab here. Let me zoom in for you guys. All right. So there is a tab right here. It's this tab. You're gonna push that down. See my finger? Push down, left and right, pull out. There you go. And then the bulb you can just remove. This is the bulb, the signal light bulb. You can just turn it to the right, I believe. Let's see. There you go. And just pull it out like that. And then this is just a clip. You can just pull this out. There you go. See? Very simple. So go ahead and rinse the same process, rinse and repeat it onto the other side. Alright, so the wiring that comes out of the actual reflector, I want you to go ahead and surround all of that. Wrap all of this wiring with electrical tape. Now you can either do it with this kind of tape or factory tape. This is the tape that they use in the dealerships. So I'm going to go ahead and use factory tape. But it's better. It's going to better protect it from water, moisture, heat, and all that. Why not give it that extra protection? It's better to be safer than sorry. And then obviously stop here because we're going to be messing with the wires. Alright, so I completely wrapped all of my connections with the factory tape, as you can see. Same thing with the other one. Alright, so since the old reflectors were just reflectors, there was no wiring involved in them. So the issue now that you're going to run into is that you have nowhere to run the wiring from. Let's say you clip it in. Where is all that wiring going to go through? You can't run it through the clip holes because then it just won't click in. So obviously what you have to do, it's plastic, so don't worry, you're not damaging the bumper. But yes, you have to line it up the way it's going to, and then you have to drill a hole. You have to predict where the wire is going to hit the wall and drill a hole there. All right, very simple. It's very easy. You can do it many ways. You can get a blade, cut a hole through there. You get a universe or like a drill bit, up to you. Doesn't matter how you make the hole, but you have to make the hole. All right, so I'm gonna be using a universe. See that on a drill, and you don't want to make the hole too big, so I think I'm just gonna use the second level, enough for the wiring to fit nice and snug through. And I believe it's gonna be through here. I'm gonna go ahead and line it up again. Obviously I don't want to mess it up, but yeah, I think it's gonna be through here, and I'm gonna show you guys the job done, and then I'm gonna show you guys how it clips in nice and flush. All right, and there's my hole. I lined it up very perfectly, so now I can just clip this in and pull all that excess wiring. Let me pull it, that way it's nice and tight. You don't want no wiring stuck behind it, because then it's not gonna allow the reflectors to go in nice and flush. All right, so let me go ahead and pull that wiring, and I'm gonna come back to you guys when I'm done and clipped it in. And there you go, it's all clipped in. You can see it ends up being very tight. I pulled all my wiring through. Here it is. And then what you're going to do is, we made it long enough, not too long but not too short, to the point where you don't have to extend or cut the wire. It's gonna perfectly reach up to here. All right, so go ahead. The way you do it is, see this huge gap? See how you can see my foot? You're gonna go ahead and stick your arm in there. Hopefully you have skinny arms like me, and just pull it through. It's very simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna grab the wiring, pull it through, and leave it hanging over here. Yo, when I tell you that I'm freaking sweating in here, bro, it's like a sauna. I'm fighting so hard not to turn on the fans, because if I turn on the fans in this freaking shop, you guys are not gonna be able to hear me. So I'm sticking through it, man. I'm sweating like crazy though. Right, so it's hot. We're here in New Jersey, and it's beaming. So the inside of the shop is like an oven. Let me stop yapping though. Let me stop yapping. All right, so pay attention. I'm gonna give you guys the wire diagram for the LED reflectors, okay? Pay attention. This yellow is going to be connected to the signal light. This is your signal light connection, okay? Your red is gonna be connected to the brake. All right, this is your brake connection. That way it strobes down there. This blue / green / aquamarine, whatever the hell this color is, this is going to be connected to your parking light. That way these turn on. And obviously your ground is the black one, as per usual. What you're going to do is you're gonna connect these three, you're gonna connect these three, black, green, and red, to this connector. And then you're gonna connect the yellow signal light wire to this signal light bulb. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wire them up, and before I put tape on it, of course, I'm gonna show you guys where the wire goes to which color. Please do follow my instructions with like a grain of salt though. Don't think because I'm doing it on this vehicle it's gonna be the exact same wiring on your vehicle. Now the LED reflectors, yes, this is the correct diagram for all the reflectors, but it may be that in your Honda CRV the colors change or something. If they do change, then you do have to get a probe tester in order to test which one is which. But if your colors match with this and you have the latest generation of the Honda CRV, then you can copy what I'm doing. All right, so let me get straight to that. All right, and here are my connections. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys which color goes to which. Don't worry, I'm gonna make it look a lot more prettier, and I'm also gonna reinforce my connections. But first I want to show you guys what color goes to which. So the wiring that comes out of this is the LED reflector. I already told you guys the wire diagram. So the black that comes out of here, which would be the ground, connects to black. So black with black, that's the only color that matches. The green wire that comes out of the LED reflector, you're gonna go ahead and connect it to the yellow wire that comes out of the tail light plug. The red wire that comes out of the LED reflector, you're gonna go ahead and connect that to the green wire that comes out of the tail light plug. The yellow wire that comes out of the LED reflector, this is your signal light. This is the only wire that's going to connect to the signal light bulb, which would be the blue wire. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the other side. It's pretty much all the same thing. Black with black, green with yellow, red with green, and then here the color changes. Instead of it being blue for the signal light, it's going to be green, so yellow with green. So you have multiple greens here. I'm gonna go ahead and hold it out like this, that way you guys can take a picture or a screenshot. That way you guys know exactly where your wiring goes. There you go, take a screenshot right there. And take a screenshot right there. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and reinforce my wiring. I'm gonna show you guys how it should look. Obviously my job is a professional one. So if you can't make it look like mine, don't worry. As long as there's tape here, you should be good. Make sure that the tape connections, you wrap it very tightly, that way it doesn't come off. But I'm going to make sure it doesn't come off. So let me go ahead and clean this up, and I'm gonna show you guys how it looks. Damn, I completely forgot that I can't wrap this up and clean this up, because I'm going to be installing in the next video the tailgate backlight. So I have to run wiring to the taillights again. So I'm not gonna be able to, you know, fully clean it up and all that, because I'm gonna have to connect stuff to it either way. So I'm just gonna go ahead and plug in my taillights. The job is pretty much done. I'm gonna plug in my taillights and show you guys how it should look, how it's all gonna work, kind of like a mini showcase. All right, so I just took the protective lining off, and they look absolutely amazing. As I mentioned, they're smoked out, so you don't really see them until they're turned on. let me tell you guys exactly what these reflectors do. That way when it actually turns on and starts doing some crazy stuff, you guys know exactly what's going on. So when I brake, they have a strobe effect, meaning they blink to let the guy know behind you, yo, I'm braking, watch out. The signal lights and sequential signal lights, and what it does that it changes color, so it goes from red to yellow depending on which side I'm doing signal lights. And of course, since I connected the signal light on each side, that means I can also do hazards. And then of course I connected to the parking light, which would be my power. So as soon as I turn on the parking lights, it does like a welcome animation and it stays on. And of course on each side it illuminates CRV. Hopefully you guys can like zoom in and see it. Very beautiful. It's not like that boring one that you guys see on eBay and Amazon where it's just plain red, it doesn't say anything. Those are just basic LED reflectors. These are very nice. I would recommend that you cop yourself some. So let's go ahead and go into the showcase. And here is a close-up on the reflectors. I'm a one-man operation, so I can't do, you know, the brake lights since I'm not in the vehicle, but it looks absolutely sick. You guys saw, you know, the showcase of both of them working. CRV here, and then obviously when I do signal lights, you saw that it blinks and it does sequential. It doesn't just blink, but it like moves and stuff. That's what makes it a lot more prettier. Check it out. So that is how you install the LED reflectors that we offer here at PMP Customs. Like I said, we give amazing deals here. The deals are so good that people are just like, you know what, bro? Just give me the whole thing. They come in to buy like one reflector and they end up buying like the whole combo set. So, I mean, we really do it best here. So check it out. Make your 2024 Honda CRV or the corresponding generation look a lot more modern with these upgrades. So that's it for the reflectors. And then in the next video, I'm gonna start installing the other stuff of the combo.